enough of the kissing. The kissing ass. Let's jump right in. So last time, finally making your way to the monastery of Salam Kadun, your friend Komora, being weary from her travels and her physical abuse at the Citadel of Braska, fell very, very ill and collapsed to the floor, going into a comatose state. Having to leave her there, you decided to spend some time working with some of the fellow monks and investigating some of the rumors that you had heard about the Zaget, about the capital, about the trees that you had just recently purged. Dakkar Malkoa had found another realm with lidless eyes placating the landscape and the kind of ceiling above. There you discovered that there was a magician from the capital who was a court mage named Dr. Lorenzo Metrodario, who had been requested to come in and do some investigation in the halls of Marindi through all of the archives. He was allowed to take in a few people to help him out, and after locating the group and realizing who you were, he did coerce you to go in, knowing that you needed to get information as well as he. Inside, a very eager and adventurous and impatient Voxel, Vyers decided to just push into the mirror, not knowing what he was expecting, and found out that he should probably have had just a little bit more foresight to wait with his friends, as he barely escaped with his life after fighting a demonic creature trapped in one of the cells. While in Marindi, though, you did manage to get a treasure trove of knowledge that y'all had some really good rolls that kind of opens up a lot of the possibilities of the history and the background of a lot of these secrets that y'all have been looking for. After making your way back into the mirror and exiting, you found yourselves pushed forward into time, roughly close to a month, as you went up to the ground level and heard the tournament of books beginning. There, as you pushed through and you saw the rings open and fighters sparring across these different kind of sand pits that were placed all the way around the monastery, you do catch sight of your friend Komora, who is not easily in view, but hiding on the sides of one of the stands. She does see you, though, and you make your way to her. After approaching her, she informs you that it has been almost a month that has passed, and you have been gone this entire time. So we're going to go ahead and turn it back over as you are reunited with your elven friend.
You're up.
Yeah, I go and I give Kelnis like the biggest hug. It's like,
how was your nap?
Well, I mean, it lasted about a week. And then after that, I had to find something to fill my time. So I've just been watching all this, and I kind of like motion over to the tournament and like how cool it looks. It's like, this is amazing. Look at all of this. But we have to like kind of lay low, because I've seen a lot of Malasaran and also some Grey Sisters. So just, I've not seen Jocelyn though, but I'm just really trying to lay low.
Good idea.
Yeah, but.
Wait, so you're telling me that an entire week has gone by since we've been in that mirror?
No. I slept for a week. You've been gone much longer.
What?
You've been gone for like, I mean, almost a month. Like, you guys have been gone for a long time. That happened last time. Remember, Kelnis?
Yeah.
Voxel is going to retch again loudly, just loudly.
Oh.
He was gonna like
just
put her hands on his horns and be like,
hold him back.
Is
Hold him
that
back.
okay? Are you okay?
Pull the swords back. Oh.
Pull.
Oh.
Hold my horns.
Make sure it gets to them.
Oh. You don't get that feeling where you've had a feeling and then you have another feeling of that previous feeling? I'm feeling that.
Emotions?
No.
No?
Or the feeling of like when you had a feeling before, but then like you forget about it and you have it again. That one.
Deja vu.
I don't know what that means.
I feel like I don't know what that means either.
It's a looped memory.
Yeah, Dakkar, I feel like say stuff like that sometimes. Like you have a dream and then it like you have another dream about the same dream.
Well, yeah, but that's in a dream. It's not
Oh.
a memory.
Also, did
Kelly
Kelnis not tell you guys that that happens in the mirror where time is like doesn't make sense? I didn't even know. Like I knew you guys would try to come back as soon as possible, but I just didn't know how long that would be. How long were you guys in the mirror? Or how long did it feel like you guys were in the mirror?
Not as long as we were last
Not long at
time.
all.
An hour. It was
An
shorter than
hour?
Yeah. It was,
Yeah, we were in and out.
you know, shorter
Well,
than-
what did you do?
We
I
went
mean,
to study.
they said that you guys just went in like to learn, but maybe we should go somewhere else. Maybe somewhere not as
Yeah.
packed.
Yeah, somewhere where we can get something like, you know, colder and liquidy and alcohol.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's any alcohol in the room I've been staying in, but we can go there. There's at least a door that we can close. So
You haven't
Is that-
started making moonshine in the time we were gone?
no, I
We don't
haven't.
have alcohol in this boat, well. Maybe
mean-
we should find a door with alcohol in it.
Well, I mean, we can ask on the way if there's a place. It is a monastery, so I've kind of not really asked.
So you would know, Q, being there now that it's been about a week that the tournament has been going on, and a lot of the preliminary matches have already taken place. There is a festival side to the tournament itself, where there are numerous tents that you kind of walk through, and it's like a fairgrounds where there are performers that have come, bards who are playing dances, and they have contests scattered throughout. But there are general meeting tents where you can go in and share drinks.
Okay. Well, if you want to go to one of the tents, we can get a drink and then go to the room, or we can go to the room while you go get a drink.
To
Up
go
to you.
tankard.
But I think we should get out of the crowd for right
Yeah,
now.
let's do that. Let's, you know, fetch a drink and mosey on back to the room.
Okay.
Well,
Have you seen the Parnassus family here playing Q?
I've only been watching the
Oh, okay.
fights, yeah. I mean, I liked the bards. They had nothing against the bards, but I mean, they just, not my
weren't
cup
in
of
love
tea.
with-
Not my kind
You
of
weren't
entertainment.
in love with one of them.
You're right. I was
didn't have
not
to
in love with
mistake.
one of them. So no, I did not go looking for your girlfriend, if that's what you're asking.
She's just a friend who's a girl.
Who's a girl.
Mhm.
I would
Oh,
love
yeah.
to stay.
Who you were in
I'm so
for.
sorry. You're welcome to continue this conversation, whatever it is you have, but I need to speak with Master Nehemiah. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your service and accompanying me through. Dakkar, if by chance you could meet me later on today.
I'm
I
sure I'm available.
I would
I'll
very
check
much
my
love to.
calendar.
I would love to speak with you in private, if possible.
Okay.
Enjoy where you are. I guess I'm not sure. Bye. And he walks away and goes into the monastery.
What was his deal?
Inside
And what are you
joke.
guys going to talk about later?
I didn't trust him at all until like 3 minutes ago. He was hard to read. And you weren't there to like give us some hints.
I mean, I don't know. Based off of what I just saw, he seems kind of sketchy, but what are you guys going to talk about? Like what? That's weird. Why just you?
Well,
I mean, not that I want to be included, but I mean, I feel like you guys spent, well, no, it was only an hour. Never mind. It wasn't 40
No,
days.
maybe it
God,
was
time
like 2
is so
hours.
weird right now. Can we get out of
Right?
here?
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to your room and sit down and talk about this.
Yeah.
So you're making your way back into the monastery quarters?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they take you in, you make your way back into that small corridor on the left side of the building, and you push into those sliding wooden doors with the lattice work, and you are now back in your small but private and secluded quarters.
Well, I mean, here it is. There's the bed, and there's the floor, and
looks
there's the door.
just like it did when we left.
Yeah, I mean,
there is, except there's also a small assortment of large stones that are stacked in the corner in like a small semicircle with one stone sitting in front of it. And each stone has been painted with a single like expression and face. And they seem to be like one is almost giving a lecture or talking to the rest of them.
Q, did you do that?
no, those are Dorothea's dolls.
Oh.
She likes to make the dolls and like make me watch her play with the dolls, and
Is one of them you?
sometimes.
Oh.
Most of the times it's Kelnis. Most like other times it's Narande. Other times it's Nehemiah. It's just I don't know what based on whatever happens that day or whatever she's excited about or sad about. I mean, I don't want to get in the way. I just kind of let her play.
But she told you, and she kind of watched, kept an eye on you.
Yeah, I mean, when I woke up, she was right there.
Too close?
At first, but I mean,
sorry.
Well, no, we asked her to keep an eye on you.
Thanks.
And
she did
to let you know where we went.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, kind of. She pretty much just said the mirror, like just kind of spewed off like a couple of phrases but I kind of pieced it together once she started using the dolls to talk about what you guys talked about. Then it made more sense. And then I figured it out.
I was a little worried about that, but
yeah, she's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the doctor, he wanted to go down there.
What?
And Dakkar wanted to go down there, and Vox wanted to go down there. And I didn't feel like I could let them go without me.
Well, I mean, you could have at least taken my new short sword to make it magical, but
sorry.
That's it.
I was overwhelmed by the fact that...
I'm kidding. So what were you guys looking for? What did you find? Oh, did you have more dreams? More nightmares?
We avoided that area. I told them to go straight to the study. I went straight to the study.
Wait, we could have had dreams down there?
You don't want these dreams.
Okay.
Decently focused while we were down there.
Good.
Study.
Yeah, I didn't like that place at all.
Box.
Oh, I hated that place.
Yeah. Did you run into the guy that just kept like falling off, like, face and like arm, and like, he was just like, he was a mess. Like he would appear in one place and then there was a second version of him. It was awful. It was
no, I didn't run into that guy. I did run into a dragon though. That's what I saw down there.
I fell in a well with like a dead lady, but she was like dead.
There was a well in there. That's different. Yeah. He was reaching in the well and he started.
Like my dead lady didn't come after me. Like
because she was dead.
Well, but Box's person was dead and came after him.
Oh, but his guy wasn't dead.
Yeah, mine was dead. His was just dead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dead. Don't go after.
Yeah, we call those floaters. Yeah, so it's just floating around. But, no, this guy was definitely moving and throwing things. So yeah, let's never go back there again. Information is great, but
also the lectern might be broken. So
well, did you get what you needed before it broke? Or what was it broken when you went down there?
Well, it was the same with the like crack through the middle.
Oh, I remember.
Did you crack it, Q?
No.
Oh.
I wasn't smart enough.
Oh.
I mean, I found out information about the chronophae tree, but I didn't really go down there for information. I really just went down there to get everybody back.
I tried to get information on your dad, and I didn't get any.
I mean, that makes sense.
And then I got a lot of information. Well, I don't think it means something bad, because if there wasn't like a book written about him, I don't think you would get any knowledge.
Well, I don't think there'd be a book written about.
Well, anything. That's why I don't think. That's why I don't think I got any information on your dad, because he hasn't done his memoirs yet. Well, he does. He should put them in there, and then people can learn about him.
Well, if I ever see him again, I'll let him know that that's what he should do.
But the doctor was thinking about the book, and he didn't do as well as I did. Don't know how that happened. But
So what were you looking for, Dakkar?
well, Kelnis already got a bunch of information on the tree and
Mhm.
told me. So it was information on the mural in the, I guess it was a sanctuary when we were leaving. It had like this dark figure,
Okay.
and that's the book was about her. Apparently, she's a mother of beholders. But yeah, she's a bad person. But that's the information the doc was after.
Okay.
And I guess I have more of in my head than he got in his head, and he wants to take me back to the capital to try and get the information out of me.
Wait. He wants to take you.
Yeah.
Wait, what does that mean? He wants to take you to the capital. I don't want to go to the capital. We can't go to the capital. Why does it? We can't go to the capital.
Well, we're still in negotiations, but apparently this guy's a big deal. He's the ear, the eye, the nose, the tongue. Which one was he? Which one was he, Kelnis?
He's the eye
He's
of the
eye.
Tricorium.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he would be an eye. He also doesn't act like he would be an eye.
Well, I've never met
But
an
how do
eye,
you know
so
what an eye?
Well,
would
like,
act like?
I mean, like one of the Tricordium. Like, it just doesn't seem like he's that
Well, that's
important.
probably. I mean, I would think that would be part of the. Like, that's what you do. That's what makes you such a good eye. Is nobody knows that you are the eye because you hold a position that nobody would think the eye would hold. Does that make sense?
he makes a really good vowel, in my opinion.
Wait, what?
A good vowel.
No. Q, I missed you so much.
I missed you guys. Well, so the trees, the beholder mother,
Yes.
and
Well, she's a dark mother, but she's the mother of beholders.
okay.
It's some kind of eye monster, and I think I may have seen them when I was healing the tree down there. These are like a bunch of eyes.
I just realized we haven't even talked about that. I was gone, like I blacked out before you even came out.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
so happy to see, like, I feel like I've emotionally recovered from that already. But now that you're here again, and I just remembered that, I'm just so happy that you're okay, and I'm so happy that you're alive.
Do I get my hug now?
You know what? I think you deserve a hug. And Q like holds her breath, goes to give him a hug.
I would like to blame him on the time in the mirror, but sorry, that's my usual musk.
So the eyes in the tree. We'll have to talk about that later.
Well, no, they weren't in the tree, but where the tree took me, there were eyes.
Where
like
did the tree take you?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's almost like going through the mirror. It was like another dimension.
Okay. Well, that kind of connects some dots.
Yeah.
If the tree is like the mirror.
But like the eyes weren't the issue. There was like a big monster. And until I killed
But you made it back, so you got away from the monster then.
Well, I took him down.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No, I did. I totally did.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Dakkar, come on. Kelnis, come on. He really
Came out alive.
I'm not gonna
like,
deny there may have been
Smoking.
some good portion of dumb luck that helped out. But until that big creature fell, like the eyes didn't do anything. But when they fell, like the eyes started like attacking my mind.
Overcome with pride, Q is gonna give Dakkar like a real hug without holding your breath. I'm so proud of you. Oh my goodness, I am so proud of you. That's amazing. I don't even know what this monster was, but I'm so happy that you came back.
You like had pace and teeth and like wings.
Eyes.
It was a bird.
No, he was demon looking.
Well, from what the doctor was saying, we do have a couple of places that we know these trees connect to. There's the Feywild, Elysium, and the Abyss. So, just kind of from what you're describing, that sounds like, the Abyss. I mean, it's one of those, take when you know and sort of things, but yeah, I'm pretty sure obviously know where this particular tree dumps us off.
Well, what I read was that, a part of what I read was that some of these. Wait, hang on. That's maybe not what I read. My bad. No, yeah. So the book I saw and read had written on the, had written on the margins of the page the word Arenthal. Does
Yeah, I
that
don't
sound
know.
familiar? Did that come across anything you read, Dakkar?
Don't think so. Mine was all about the Dark Mother.
But that's what I read was that, the chronophage trees, there were pictures of it, and one was like frozen with just one season, and but it talked about like portals diverging, and they went to various realms, and they were a barrier between the mortal world and like Vox said, the Abyss and Elysium and Arenthal. So trees were created on more than one plane.
Well, I wonder now that the tree is saved, I wonder if that tree still goes to the same place.
Oh.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
there'd be only
I don't
one way
know.
to find out.
Let's wait until all of us can get there.
Oh, okay. Maybe there's two ways to find out.
Yeah, because
Okay,
you
so-
barely made it back, and
And the rope trick didn't do it.
Yeah, no,
that
it didn't.
definitely didn't work.
So,
I'm just hiding.
Kelnis asked about the trees. Dakkar found out about the mural and the Dark Mother.
Well, I was thinking about
The
where
eyes.
it went in the tree, but it
Okay.
just so happened to be the doctor was just thinking about something, and the cover of the book looked
It was the same
eerily
book.
familiar about where it had been.
Got
So I
it.
thought about
Okay.
that book, and then that book came down.
Okay.
And I got like a lot of knowledge from that. I think the doctor may have been jealous.
Okay. And
He wasn't able to hold on to it.
Vox, did you find anything?
Oh. Yeah. Apparently these islands float.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I learned
I
that in school.
Yeah, that's not a recent event.
Force and
That
force
happened
of
a-
nature and fighting
Yeah.
and
That's recent for
pure
you.
terrible magic.
What does that mean?
Island of the air. What?
It's not recent. It's like ancient
It's always been this way.
history.
Yeah. Maybe so. But basically,
Maybe
one of the things I found out was that apparently the dwarves were behind a whole bunch of different technology, and it's definitely stuff I want to investigate. But when I lived here, islands weren't floating. So anyway, it was a good time. So
Wait.
No,
Wait.
Can you repeat that?
When you lived here,
mhm,
Like now?
the
yes.
islands weren't floating.
That's not possible. How old are you?
You said it, I think. I thought
That's not possible.
Did
Is it
you
a
take
dream?
a really long nap?
look.
Did your friends leave you in a mirror for a month?
That's kind of the connection that I'm starting to look at with this. But look, that's another conversation for another time. Like the biggest thing right now is that yeah, we got some information and we should never go there again. But
Are you sure you're not just from like really far inland and you've never seen the edge?
I mean, I definitely grew up near the water, so I could swim in an ocean.
Nobody grows up. I mean, unless it's a lake or a river, nobody grows
Right.
up near the water. There's no sea.
Water. Yeah. We're up above it.
Yeah, it's only vowels, no consonants.
Yeah, that. Mm. Anyway, oh boy. Well, so tell me about these tournaments. What's going on?
Oh, it's so cool. I got to watch them train for weeks. And when we first got here, do you guys remember that monk that, oh my goodness, looked like she was bending light and was just moving so like fluidly?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
So I
Yes,
met
we were
her
super
teacher.
interested.
I met her teacher.
She has a
And-
teacher?
Well, I mean, yeah, everybody's got to learn from someone. And I hung out with her for a little bit, and oh my gosh,
Did you learn cool stuff?
we'll see. I'm still practicing, but like all of like the tournaments are so cool. Just watching how people fight and watching their feet move and the different tricks that everybody can do. It's so much fun.
I don't think I've ever seen you that excited, Q, like in a positive.
I mean, like I've been able to, for a long time, we've just been fighting like the big baddies.
Survival.
And for a little bit, I was able to just step back and like watch other people fight, but like not with any like huge life-threatening consequences. It was a little therapeutic. But yeah. It's those damn carrots.
Yeah.
Kelp,
It was
is
the
he giving
one
you a drink?
carrot.
Every single time, I'm telling you. Sorry. Well, I'm sure, well, I mean, you guys have only been gone for an hour, so probably not that tired, but I mean, Kelnis, you probably want to see Dorothea, and I know she'd be really happy to see you.
Vox over here may need a rest. He's a little worse for wear.
Yeah. I could use.
Wait, did you actually fight that thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, there were
Why
two of
would you
them.
fight it? Why didn't you just step right back through the mirror?
Because he
Because
attacked
he's
me.
Fox.
He
Because-
literally sent his little buddy over here to block the little
Portal.
hole. You know, this portal. Yeah, whatever. You know.
It's when you just do the old 1-2.
I mean, I
just
tried
gotta,
that, and there were two of him. So I
1, 2,
went this way, and there was one, and then I went that way, and there was another one, and I couldn't get through him. So, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess you can use my bed while we kind of take a look around. Dakkar, I don't know if you want to go and see if the
doctor.
What was his girlfriend's name again?
Donica?
Oh,
If he's not my girlfriend?
Donica?
Donica, not Danica. Donica,
Not
My
Danica.
bad.
Okay.
not Danica.
I thought it was Danica. I was thinking about their last name because I know they were traveling as a family, and I knew they were gonna. I thought they were gonna perform. That was their whole thing. So I don't know if you wanted to go see if they were there.
I thought they were going to the Capitol.
Oh, were they going to the Capitol? I don't know. I thought they were competing in a tournament or something.
I think.
Yeah, but that
A
was like in a few
singing
months,
tournament.
I think.
Okay. Okay.
It was like at the amphitheater down by the lake or something like that. I don't remember what they called it.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Well, maybe you can listen to some other bards and just think about her.
I don't need bards to think about her.
Well, I don't know. Just songs might jog the
Oh.
memory. I've missed you guys.
Let's all go get a drink and see someone get their teeth kicked in. That would be fun. That would make me feel a lot better.
Okay.
There's Mala
Kelnis-
Saran
Kelnis needs a drink.
and Grey Sisters.
Well,
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know about you, Kelnis, but I've just kind of been like wrapping my hair up in my scarf so that like you can't really see like all my hair. I mean, you can still see my face, but I don't know.
Well, Nehemiah said the Grey Sisters wouldn't be a problem, and that Jocelyn's not coming.
I know, but I mean, you know me. I'm still always paranoid.
Oh. Also, that the doc said like he can tell them what to do.
Well, there you go.
I don't remember that.
Well, I guess
We can wait till
let's
it
go
gets-
look for let's go get a drink and look for Dorothea. That way y'all can see each other and be all
Yeah, we'll go
happy and
So you're heading
And then we
back to
can
the
watch some
fairgrounds?
Yeah.
So you're heading back to the fairgrounds?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right, so you begin to pick yourselves up, close the door, and make your way back out into the open area of the fair. Fights are still going on as the crowds are still cheering and chanting. As you begin moving to the right where the front of the monastery is, it opens up to a small roadway between you and where the guardhouse was. And you see large, expansive tents where the brewers are setting up from the Brewers Guild. You begin making your way over there, and there is a large, about 6 or 7 Malasaran that are clumped together as you hear the armor kind of rustling as they're walking in your general direction. And as they get closer to you, for some reason, they kind of look and they see you and they immediately break rank and they separate, let you pass, and then they close back together and continue moving.
What was that about?
That's weird.
Did we just do that?
I mean, kind of. I think they're just kind of staying away.
You continue moving on.
As we're walking, I'm gonna kind of pull Kelnis aside, still walking in the same general direction. I'm gonna be like, I need to tell you something about Dorothea.
What?
It's just so she's been sleeping in my room a little bit, just because, I mean, she has like these weird dreams that really scare her, but
Oh.
she doesn't like to talk about them too much. I just kind of know the general like thing, but sometimes when she's sleeping, it's like she like is not there anymore. Like she like will stop breathing, and like I don't know. Like it's really weird, and like, but like she'll wake up and she's fine. But she's talking about these dreams, and when she's sleeping, sometimes it I don't know, something's going on, and I'm not sure what it is. But I thought you should know.
Yeah, thanks. Does she ever like talk in her sleep or anything like that?
Not too much. I mean, she tells me about her dreams where like someone's talking to her, and she talks a lot about going to the capital, and I don't know, or not to the capital. I mean, I'm kind of assuming, but just trying to go to her mother. But I don't know. I don't know.
Did she ever mention anything about Feyre and Lise?
No.
Have you ever heard of that? I guess it's a place.
No, I've never heard of it.
She told me before I left that her mom talks to her when she's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder
her
if
mom
it's her
talks to her.
mom. Well, that's what she said, but I don't like. Is it really her mom? Is it?
I don't know. All I know is like I don't know. I'm missing my dad too. And she's missing her mom. And I get it. You want them to be okay. And I don't know if she's just still hoping that she's okay and it's messing with her brain a little bit. But
Right.
I don't know. The sleeping thing was really weird, and I thought you should know.
Well, she's not there.
Well, I mean, like she's there, like I can see her, but like for like when I notice it, I'll try to wake her up, and like she won't wake up, but then she'll wake up and she's fine.
Right.
So I don't know if she's like going somewhere in her dreams or what. I don't know.
Maybe they're dreams like Dakkar has. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I just thought you should know.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah, let's go find her.
Yeah.
So while they're pulled over to the side, Voxel and Dakkar, you begin making your way into the tent itself and approach the bar area, and there is a large, rather rotund human male with bald head, except for those small patches of wiry gray hair that sits and kind of cups around the ears. And he is quickly filling various glasses and kind of sending them down to patrons as money is just being slammed on the counter back and forth. It is loud and ruckus, and there are all sorts of patrons who have kind of crammed in to grab their drinks. And as they grab them, they just take them off and begin traveling throughout the fairgrounds.
Well, what would you like to drink, Fox?
Whoa, whatever makes you go blind.
Blind. All right, he's gonna. You hear a gentleman who kind of turns to you. You want something blind? You want to get the white pissed ale.
Only get 2 of those.
And he kind of slaps his own money down and says, "Make it 3." At which you see him as he slams down 10 silver pieces.
Do you have an apple tea?
The rotund gentleman just kind of looks at you and just kind of turns his head and is like, "Sydney, do we have an appletini?" What the fuck's an appletini? I'm sorry. What is there a particular drink you have? We have basic L's. We have imperial L's. We can get you something that's from the capital. But just put your money down, tell me what you want, or get out of my tent.
Something made with like fruit, like a cider or something like that.
We can get you a cider. It's gonna be 2 silvers for that. What are you gonna get, sir?
Wait, me?
Yes.
Sal. Yeah, 2 of the, whatever you said.
The blind one that guy got.
Yeah, yeah.
10 silver. It's a little bit pricey, but it's worth it. 10 silvers.
Yeah.
Will that be all?
Right. I got you.
All right. As he passes over 11, you have your 12 silver passed over. He slams over. Your cider comes in a very small glass, and then your piss pale ale. I mean, it is a humongous, just insane goblet of. It is pure smelling with a sweet hint of like hickory to it, and it just kind of slides it over to you. It is decadent, and it is strong.
That was cool. Oof. Oh boy.
You okay, Lux?
Barn with that. Oh no, I'm a whole lot there now. Let's take these and let's bugger off.
Right. As you make your way back, you see Q and Kelnis kind of catch up with you. Unless you're trying to go different ways. Where's everybody going?
I'd like to try and find Dorothea.
Yeah, we're looking for Dorothea.
All right, go ahead and one of you, actually, it can either both roll an investigation check or one person can roll an advantage.
Kat, you probably have a.
Yeah, I'll 17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
You begin searching. This is a really large area because the grounds themselves travel around the entire monastery, and there are crowds filled all the way through. So it's going to take you a while to kind of navigate. You don't see her yet. Back over with Voxel and Dakkar. As you begin moving, Dakkar, there is a sudden ringing that kind of echoes around your left ear, as if something was getting closer, and you hear this pinging noise before you clearly hear Torley's voice. Sorry to interrupt. I knew we would talk later, but I am in urgent need to leave. If you could please make your decision soon. I think I can help you with Braska. I'll be outside of the front monastery gate.
What else could you help me with? Like both Braska situations we talked about?
There's no response.
How far
Is it
away
the
is Vox,
same or he
Vox
walks
from
off?
this?
You tell me.
Vox is gonna pretend like he's just like not interested, like, but he's gonna try to like listen in on that conversation. You want to roll for that, or
Nah, he didn't say he was trying to hide anything, so he's saying it out in the open.
So did he walk off, or is he still standing there?
He's not there. This
Okay.
is just a voice that came into your ear.
Oh,
Gotcha,
okay,
gotcha,
okay, I
gotcha,
got it.
gotcha.
Okay.
Is this thing on?
What, you're all right there?
Yeah, sorry, I was just hearing things again.
What kind of thing are you hearing?
The doctor was talking to me.
Oh, well, what did he say?
Oh, he's gonna be waiting for me by the gate.
You hear that same ringing begin to get louder as it kind of gentle crescendo kind of pulls up, and you hear it get closer to the ear. I can't guarantee anything, but perhaps I can help with at least one of your problems. But we must leave within the hour. Come or don't. But I believe I can help.
You're all right there, buddy. You're
Yeah,
drifting off
sorry.
You're drifting off.
No. Just listening. Yeah, I need to try and find Q and Kelness.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
10.
It's going to take you a while to catch up with them, but you begin searching. About 30 minutes go by, and Q, you begin to see underneath one of the bleacher stands, kind of crawled up, looking between an individual's feet, is Dorothea, kind of standing on various different platforms that are kind of wobbly. You can see that someone has placed these kind of boxes and platforms together as best as they could to create a stair step to get up.
I get within earshot. I'm like, Dorothea, I told you, you can't do that. That's not safe.
But I'm watching him. He's out there right now.
I know. Wait, who's out there?
Sakara.
We'll get out from under there. Let's go around so we can see.
No, I can see right here.
No, it's not safe. Just stay with us. Also, I mean, look who's back.
Hi, Kelness.
Hi, Dorothea. Come on, let's go watch him.
You were gone a long time. You said you would be gone only a little bit.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be that long. And for me, it was only a little bit. But come on, let's go watch Sakara.
No, come here. This is the best spot. Come look over here.
Come on, let's go look.
I tell Kelness, I'm like, okay, but you're gonna have to try to carry her because that's not safe.
Okay.
Mm.
And we go and we watch from the same place.
All right. So you begin to climb up the debris.
I guess so.
Oh no.
All right. Who's climbing up?
Once we get closer, I realize kind of exactly what it looks like. I thought it was like a couple of pieces. I didn't realize it was quite as extensive.
Oh no.
Dorothea,
that's really not safe. Let's go get a good seat. Come on. Hurry, we're gonna miss it.
Well, I'm gonna miss it if we walk around.
But I'm missing it altogether. Come on.
Fine. And she begins to hop down, and as she jumps, part of it kind of topples and falls to the ground. And her thick boots kind of hit the ground, and then she looks up and she pulls her hood or her jacket kind of over and covers more of the plate mail, that breastplate, and she begins to walk, and you hear that heavy clunk, clunk, clunk.
You know you can't be down here. It's not safe. I don't know how many times I need to tell you, Dorothea. Come on.
Nobody's watching. They don't care. How could you care when they're fighting?
I know they don't care, but I care. I don't want you to get hurt. Let's go somewhere.
Fighting!
I know.
I watch you fight all the time.
I know, Dorothea, and you can watch it just like everybody else. You have
From
to
my
be safe.
In a
room.
seat.
No,
In a
but
From
you
the window on the second story. You can't see anybody. You can't see what they're doing.
stay with us and you can see. Okay?
Come on, Dorothea.
Oh, mm.
All right, Q, where are we going? Let's go find a seat. Let's go watch Sakara.
Yeah, I really missed you, Kelnis. I'm glad you're back.
As you begin to walk forward, it takes a while to get away. There are very limited seats, but you do manage to find one that's sort of higher up, not close to the action. Sakara, you have never seen somebody move like this before. He is quick. He is on his feet. He has more of a aggressive stance, low to the ground, very feral in nature. But as he fights, where Malola and all of her followers that you kind of trained with, Fiona, Malola, they kind of spin and elegantly move through the sand. He aggressively rips through the earth itself and travels at fast speeds, getting around his opponents and attacking from their weak, kind of from their blind spots. As his opponent is a larger, about maybe a foot taller gentleman, human build, but very, very ripped. I mean, he's a jacked individual. And he only wears this kind of mud flappy kind of leather helmet. And as they are fighting and sparring, they're just throwing punches and deflecting as much as they can. And there's a moment where as the opponent reaches forward and goes for a hard jab, it hits, but Sakara kind of turns with his body and the inertia just flies off, and he rolls him over using his shoulder and like slams him on the ground. But before he can even get up, the opponent kind of kicks his foot back, slamming into Sakara's chest, who goes flying over to the other side. He lands on his back and rolls, and they're both back up as they kind of pace, and Sakara takes that feral stance, circling around. And then there's a quick stare and standoff before they both jut into a fast sprint at each other. One coming in as he goes down for a low kind of slamming Superman style punch, goes in, and as he goes, his eyes widen as Sakara jumps, and you see him up in the air as his foot catches the hand, pushes it down, catches the top of his head, and then he just kicks with his might and sends the individual slamming into the dirt. And then he doesn't get back up.
Yes!
The crowd
Whoa.
goes crazy in their screams as they bring over a stretcher and kind of will off the individual and take him into a tent in the far corner where he is most likely going to be attended to his wounds. You see a very proud Malola kind of walks up, and she has a ornate green wreath that she kind of lays, and it goes around the neck and wears almost like a collar, as if he was ordained, like almost like a graduation garb, and it kind of falls. And then you hear over a loud booming, it sounds like it's coming over a speaker, an amplified voice that shouts that Sakara has reached the final match, where he will be one step away from being crowned the newest master of the monastery of Salam Kadun. At which point the crowds begin to stand and begin to slowly disperse, as you still have a little bit of time before the next battle. Dakkar. It's getting very close to that hour cutoff, and you have not found your friends.
Kelnis, are y'all here somewhere?
Kelnis, you do
Can I
hear
hear
that.
him? Dakkar, where are you?
Trying to find you.
We're-
Put your
we're
hand
in the
up.
You don't
Can you
see
see
any
me?
hand.
What are you near?
We're up in the stands. We just watched one of the fights. Oh my
Oh,
god,
okay.
it was amazing.
I wasn't bored while you guys were gone.
Did you see Sakara?
Yeah.
Sorry, Dakkar. Do you need something?
Yeah, I need to see you. I need to leave with the doc soon if that's the plan we want to go with.
Where are you?
Trying to find you.
No, I know, but what? I don't have it.
Where
Oh.
are you? Maybe we can come find you.
I am near the tent stuff.
Yep.
Is he using message right now, or is he using sending?
They bought a special kind of stone that uses the sending spell, but
okay.
it's amplified to their actual
Okay.
ornamentation that they bought.
So is he saying that out loud, or is that like?
Yeah, you can hear it. It's not
okay.
telepathic at all.
Okay. So wait, Dakkar, where? Go where? What are you talking about?
Q, we gotta go.
To go to the capital with the doc.
What? You gonna tell me what's going on here? Because you just kind of drifted off, and you haven't said anything.
Well, we were talking about it in the room. The doc like went some of the knowledge in my head, and I'm trying to get him to help out with my dad and Dorothea's friend.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's meet up with them because I don't know where they are, and yeah, I want to see someone get knocked out. So, yeah, let's find out where they are, and we'll go from there.
Instead of
Dakkar.
watching the fights, so.
Dakkar, stay where you are. We'll come to you.
Oh, apparently we're staying here.
Oh, okay.
Dorothea, you gotta come with
Or-
us. Q,
or
we gotta go
Cal-
talk to Dakkar.
Kalnas, can you meet me at the entrance of the monastery?
Yeah, good idea. We'll see you there.
10-4, good buddy.
As you all begin to maneuver that way, Dakkar, you being closer, because you're already in that front area, make it and you see one large war horse and a smaller horse next to it. And Torley himself is already next to the horse and is kind of waiting, and he sees you and waves you over. Have you made your decision?
Yeah, I'm waiting for my friends. They're heading over from the fights to see me off.
Well, I do hope they come quick. We need to depart. I mean, within minutes.
Minutes?
I've been gone for 40 days.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I'm sure the capital is aware that had an unexpected absence, and I don't even know how I'm going to convince them that I was doing duty that was documented.
Well, I mean, I can help with that.
I'm hoping so, but we would need to leave
And-
now.
And you'll help me with my situation, right?
I can't make promises. I can only tell you that I can make whatever bargains and deals and favors I can pull, but we don't have control of Braska. But I am sure I can give you information of where he is or what their intentions are with him.
And Dorothea? and Norande,
I can look into this
If-
creature as well.
if possible.
Yes, but we must go.
Okay. Well, can you do me one more favor before you go?
He pulls out a pencil.
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Q.
This might be slightly bigger than that. Like, can you cast this spell on me?
Dispel?
Yeah, this spell. I'm gonna hand them the scroll I have.
Which scroll are you giving him?
The mind blank scroll.
Okay.
It's a higher level spell, like a guy in the capital. I'm a little worried about using it on myself. But I mean, you pull pencils out of thin air, so I figured you could cast it on me.
Is there a reason why you would want me to wipe your mind?
Well, for the time being, yes.
I mean, the spell is reversible, but through great extensive work, it's not something that can easily be snapped away.
I thought it would just wear off. Most of my spells do.
I'm sorry, this is a much more advanced magic.
Look, Doctor, I get that a rush. I mean, like we're still trying to get everything together. You said the capital. I mean, Dakkar, you know how to get to the capital, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Can we just be, like an hour behind you or something like that? I mean,
To get from here to the capital would take you well over a week.
That's what the horses are for.
wow, then.
Well,
I can wipe your mind if that's what you want.
well, yeah. When Q and Kelnis get here, I sort of need that because it'll help. It'll help with our situation.
However, it would make my situation much more difficult if I'm trying to retrieve information from your mind and it has recently been wiped.
Oh, no, it'll be fine.
Very well. So sorry, Vox. If you wouldn't mind stepping aside.
Fox is just gonna keep watching.
I promise to wipe your mind once we have reached the capital. But we must go now.
Okay. That's...
Very well. As he puts his hand across his horse and he pulls out underneath the saddle bag a small piece of chalk. And then he kneels down, and on the ground, you look down, and where you're standing is an ornately drawn sigil, minus one small piece where the lines were not connected. And he sits down and begins to draw. And as it connects, immediately a large light echoes through these transcriptions as a pillar of white light rises up, covers over you, him, and the two horses, and then slams down, and you are no longer there. As soon as the light drops, Q and Kel, you run across the corner of the building, and you see just the after effect of debris and light. And standing alone is Vox Leviers.
I need a second.
So, glad you're here. The doctor says we need to get going.
Wait, what was? Did we see the flash also?
You see, it's that thing of like as you're turning the corner, there's a flash, and as you turn, you see the flash going away.
Okay, it's like the lights flickered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
You see that?
Where's Dakkar, Vox?
Hey, Doc, what'd you do with the car?
The doctor's not there.
Oh, shit.
The doctor, the two horses, and Dakkar are gone.
So,
Dakkar said to meet us, or meet him here.
Where is he?
He said something. Dakkar was saying something about he's got his scroll and said something about like his memory needs to be like wiped clean like a slate. And
what?
The doctor was like, we got to go now. And basically saying like, well, hey, can we like go behind you for a little bit? And he's like, it's going to take like a week to get there to the capital. And then Dakkar was like, well, yeah, but I want my memory, and then he was like, well, we got to go now. And then boom, they disappeared. And
go back to the memory part. What?
He handed him a scroll. The doctor made a big deal about how it's very difficult to reverse. And then, Dakkar
Did
was saying,
he?
well, Dakkar was saying like, well, I don't know how to do it, so you seem like you know how to do it. And yeah, that was basically it. I mean, and then they just disappeared. And he was saying like they had to go now, and I'm still putting all the pieces together. I thought we were traveling by horseback. I still barely have an idea of what's going on, but apparently they're at the capital. Where's the capital?
They're gone.
He left.
He left.
Well, he did leave his horse. But yeah, they just disappeared entirely.
He left.
He left. We
Wait,
talk about these things.
but he doesn't want to remember us.
Is that what that is? I wipe his memory?
I mean, that's what it means to wipe your memory, to not remember things. And I mean, we're part of his memory. If he doesn't want to remember his memories, he doesn't want to remember us.
But surely it was for a reason.
No, he doesn't want to remember us.
Q. Take a deep breath.
He just got
Take a
back.
deep
You guys
breath.
just got back.
Q.
But
Q. Take a deep breath.
do you still have the beer on you?
It's a really big.
Smell the flowers, blow out the candles. Smell the flowers.
Don't kill me too.
At which point, Dorothea, running a little bit slower than you, kind of comes up, and you see her kind of looking around, and she walks towards where the light was, and she reaches down, and she pulls off the ground one single black feather. What's going on?
That's not from his staff.
Is it from his neck?
From his neck? I mean, I know Dakkar's dirty, but come on, Kelnis, be nice.
No, he has feathers growing from his neck now.
Ew.
You were there for that.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it, but okay. I feel like there's a lot I'm missing. So, where's the capital? Why did he just disappear with the duck there?
Are we supposed to go? I didn't think we were going to the capital.
I didn't either.
Does he want us to go?
Memory. Why would he?
Look, I'm still trying to put together the fact that we spent like 2 hours in a mirror, which I didn't know you could step into a mirror.
You'll get used to the fast pace of crazy things that happen. We'll get there. But do you think he went to the Capitol, but that's why he wanted his memory wiped? So they couldn't find out about the information he has?
What information?
What he read about in the mirror.
But if he was gonna...
But, I mean, he said that, he was going to need to get that. And so...
Did the doctor know what the memory wiping situation was?
Look, he just said that he was trying to get this information, and he said he'd wipe it if he went to the Capitol with him. I was, standing here expecting that we were all going to be, taking a trip. And look, I mean, I'm putting these pieces together. I have no idea. I didn't even know he had a scroll that did this.
I think we should go talk to Nehemiah.
I think we should
He'll
go.
have an idea about the memory thing, but I'm really worried about that.
Also, where? What is the capital again? What's that called?
The capital.
Radakesh.
Okay, and it takes a week to get there.
I mean,
It's
on
it's,
foot.
it's west of here.
Okay, so why would he be interested in leaving? I mean, I like the doctor because he was like, hey, I've got information for you guys, and I mean, it was great. he helped us get the mayor. It was fantastic and all. But what was his interest in Dakkar? Because he was acting kind of fidgety, and then he was talking to himself, and I couldn't tell what he was saying, but he
So
wouldn't tell me anything, and then I was
Well,
expecting we'd all run up with you guys.
the doctor, when we were in the grand study, the doctor held onto the lectern, called down a book, but wasn't able to I guess focus enough. And the book didn't come all the way down. He wasn't able to read it. But then Dakkar took a turn, and whatever Dakkar was thinking was clearly some of the same stuff that the doctor was thinking, because the same book came down, but it stayed down and Dakkar was able to read it. So the doctor wants to know what Dakkar read from that book.
Why didn't he just tell him?
Well, he did, but you know how Dakkar is. He talks in his own way, and it
Yeah.
makes sense to him, but it doesn't always make sense to the audience. But he did. I was very alarmed initially because the doctor said, I want to take you to the Capitol because I want to get that information out of your head, which sounded very ominous and dangerous and not good for Dakkar's brain.
So are we gonna go get him? Vox, does he want us to go?
I mean,
Does he want us to go?
it didn't sound like he, was against us joining him, but apparently we were taking way too long because he'd been gone for 42 days or whatever it was, and so yeah, he was like, we got to go right now, and so I don't think he was really.
But Dakkar went along with him?
I mean, look, I barely know the guy, but from what I get, he doesn't really explain a lot of things. It's it just.
I think we
there's
should
a
go
lot of
talk to
guessing.
Nehemiah.
Yeah, I think you're right. But these horses, he still left the horses, right?
No, I thought the horses went with
Oh,
him.
the horses went too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'll get that fed out and
Dorothy, how about you come with us? Let's go. Do you know where Nehemiah is?
I thought he was there at the fighting pit. That's where we were, weren't we?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
where we were.
Sakara did so well.
Are we going to go watch more fights?
Eventually, maybe. We really need to talk to Nehemiah.
Okay, but let me watch the final one. Don't let me see inside. I want to at least be close for the last one.
Who's in the last one?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's head back that direction to see if we can find Nehemiah.
Okay. As you begin heading back that direction, Dorothea kind of goes back into the monastery itself and waits for you guys to come and get her again. As you begin maneuvering back towards the tents, there are large crowds of people who come off the stands who are now kind of flooding. It's that Nyosa kind of feel where you are pushing through people like a sea of fish that are just traveling in one direction. And if you're going to leave a tent, you best stay there for a while because you're not getting back into the flow of traffic. As you begin getting pushed back and forth, you hear a gentleman kind of calling and screaming about who will be the champion of the people to take on the masters and win the pot. Step forward if you be brave enough. We are looking for those with strength, with utmost wisdom, and with nimble dexterity. Come, come, come if you want. The boards are ready to be broken. And as you go up, there are multiple stone pillars of about 4 feet up where people are laying these thick boards and they're attempting to break through them. But they're not monks. These are just common people who are attempting to do feats of strength that the monks have mastered and portrayed. As you approach, there is one larger crowd that seems to be watching, and there's a bunch of cackling and laughing as people are gathered around in number, and you kind of weasel your way through and begin to look, and you catch an odd sight. Voxel, you see this large, heavily plated warrior who it's almost like they're wearing too much armor to be able to move, but they reach forward with their fist and they hold it in the air. And as they slam their fist, they're nowhere near the boards, but you hear a sound of boards just rupturing and smashing. At which point, Q and Kelnis, you see a metallic creature that it's almost like Ver, but with some upgrades. And that's where we're going to take our break. So let's take 10 minutes of a break, and then we'll come back and see how Ver has been upgraded. Welcome back, as we have now seen our dearly beloved Dakkar depart.
Dearly departed.
Dearly departed.
Beloved Dakkar has departed, and you have made your way into the fairgrounds looking for Nehemiah as you go towards the same arena where you were before. However, you did stumble across your metallic companion Ver, who has been upgraded slightly. So, Hovda, would you like to describe what Ver has added to him this time?
Well, he's still got his stock wheel, but now like his arms, his body have a little bit more curve to them. Like it's a little bit more shiny, like chrome plating, as opposed to the sort of his matte finish from before. Same wonderfully crudely drawn face that just always creepily smiles at you. New looking locking mechanism on the front. And his little fisty things have some little bumpy dumps on them to add a little extra punch.
Descriptions are amazing. could you define the bumpy dumps?
Bumpy dumps.
Bumpy dump.
Bumpy dumps.
Next to the thingamajig.
It's like a sock. Yeah, it's like a sock full of pennies. Like they're
Say no more.
I don't know why I think of was it In Living Color with Homie the Clown?
Homie, don't play that way.
I just see Ver carrying a sock with pennies.
I'm thinking of Full Metal Jacket with the soap in the sock.
Yeah, the point is he has more. The detailing is much better. Whereas the first time you saw him, he was just a chunky box on top of a bigger box with a face drawn on it. He now has more of an anatomically correct look as he slowly is becoming a real boy.
Or girl. You can't tell. You can't tell yet.
And as you look over, the gentleman who is holding his arm and slamming it down is your old compatriot who you saw a long time ago. This is Raystrom Arlen Brigadoon.
Q is going to just stop and grab Kelnis's forearm and just stare. I can't.
Ver?
I can't do this right now, Kelnis. I can't do this right now.
Insight check.
We have
Go for it, yeah. Insight checker, you roll it.
18.
I'm not hiding anything.
Tell me
visibly
everything.
shaken.
She is showing every physical attribute that would go with nerves, fluttered heart, her sweating, beads of sweat that are building up around the eyes, and the color has flushed. And
some tears, like just, if emotion was like a thermometer, it's like right here.
Okay, so me. Gotcha.
Any moment, it's gotta pop.
So, Kelnis, when you say Ver, the head turns and looks in your direction, and that gaunt or that weird crazy face that was that crooked smile, it shifts into the middle, and you see that smile that actually looks like a curved smile for once.
Q, did you see that?
Yeah, that didn't happen before.
Ver's face changed.
And it goes right back up.
Yeah,
that's not our Ver. But is it our Ver?
What? It has to be Ver because look who's standing right next to him.
We can't not talk to him.
I know.
But he sent you a nice letter.
I just, I'm just think like Dakkar just left, and I just.
Yeah.
You go talk. You go talk. I'll stand here with
Dorothea?
with
Box.
Box. I'll stand here with Box. You go say hi, and
Do you want to like head towards Nehemiah and I'll meet you there?
I kind of want to see what he says, but I don't want to leave you because it's really hard to find everybody. I'll just we'll kind of be in the corner, not in the middle. Box, just stand with me over here, looking at the wall.
Sure.
But peeking.
As you're having this conversation, they are clearing the boards that Ver had just smashed through, and people are throwing like their own little small private bets as they now bring out a stack of 6 boards and they set them down on top. And you see Brigadoon just kind of smiling with the attention that he's getting as he raises his hand again, and you see Ver's fist go up and then slam through, and it splits all 6 boards again, and the crowd just goes crazy.
I'm gonna kind of like muscle my way through the front just to be in the like front row of spectators, hoping he sees me.
Oh, excuse you.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, you get up there. Raystrom, you do see a towering dragonborn creature that just pushes her way through to the front.
Kelnus? Kelnus Emberish!
Raystrom.
Ver, look who it is, buddy!
We said hi. Bert, what are you doing?
Why didn't you tell me she was here? Are you gonna challenge Ver and break some boards?
No, we have. What are you doing here? Hi? I don't.
What am I doing here? What are you doing here? I thought y'all were off on like a big adventure in the capital. Or no, Kalakesh? Or was it Potence Point? I don't remember. You guys had a big to-do list. Like, I'm sorry, when we got to Lakota, I was like in such haste to finish fixing up Ver. I guess y'all left for Calicut.
Yeah, but we got your
Like,
letter.
I sent you a letter hoping like if you needed help, you could send a reply.
We got it. Yeah,
Oh,
we
did
got
you?
it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we did. It meant a lot. It meant a lot to us.
Oh, cool.
Well, I can't.
Well, Ver wanted to write a letter too, but it's like to you, and it was too explicit. I was like, Ver, like, no, you need to get to know her better, and then you say some of those things. Yeah, I mean.
Okay, are you gonna be here for a while?
Well, as long as we're gonna bring boards out for Verse to break, yeah.
But when they stop bringing boards, what are you gonna do?
Oh, well, yes, yeah, I'll still be here. Yeah, I'm gonna try and talk to Nehemiah. I have some business I hope he can help me with.
Yeah, we're going to go talk to Nehemiah too.
Oh, cool. Well, let him know if you would, like, if it's no trouble, let him know that Raystrom would like a counsel with him as well.
Do you want me to send anyone else a message or tell anyone else anything?
Who else is here?
Well, Dakkar just left.
Left?
Q's here.
The lady? Nope. Hugh's here. Does is she has she seen me yet?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You
No, keep on the down low. I'll make a if I see her before she's me, I'll make a dashing entrance.
I'll let you do that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Be gentle with her though. It's been a bumpy day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll see you later.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. If
We
you don't
should-
find me, I'll find you.
We should catch up. Don't leave without talking to us.
Oh, I won't. Don't worry
At which point, a large hand kind of grabs onto your shoulder, Kelnis, and this towering individual kind of grabs you and says, "Get out of the way, lizard," and throws you back.
Does Q hear that?
Yep.
Q's gonna run up and be like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!
Hugh,
Hands
it's
off!
fine.
Hands off! Hands off!"
It's fine. We need to go. We need to go talk to who we need to talk to.
Q, as you approach, this is a 8-foot tall gentleman, bare-chested, very, very fit, who is just scarred up across every portion of his body and just kind of towers over and just glares at you and then says, "I'm trying to make money here. Leave him alone."
That's
Does Rachel
fine.
See this?
Just get your hands off of her.
What'd you say, Dakkar? Or sorry, what did you say? Ooh, sorry. Too soon. What'd you say, Race?
Does Raystrom see this? I'm assuming it's not
Yeah, it's right in front of you.
Excuse me, sir. Please leave my friends alone because you will not be making any more money on my mental friend here because we will stop breaking wood until you apologize.
We're not making money off of you. We're making money off the losers. And he slaps you aside. Doesn't do damage, but he does go for a swing.
Oh.
Who's he slapping aside?
You.
Oh, I think it would have melee range. Does he have reach?
He's standing right next
He's
to you. You were
huge.
standing right next to Kelnis, and he threw her aside because she was talking to you.
Oh, I thought it was in the pit.
No, there's no pit.
Oh.
You're just in a fair, like you're in the
I
middle.
got you,
You're a
okay.
carnival style activity.
Well, if my man is not winning, no one is losing.
Your man is not a man. I'm a man.
Well, that's debatable.
Oh.
Q's gonna start to back away, seeing the tension rise, and just kind of
He reaches forward and grabs you by the collar, and then just lifts you up as you are now dangling feet head first as you're holding onto your collar, and he's holding you up in the air. What did you say?
Vox is going to turn around for a second and just kind of put his hood up, and he's going to use disguise self to look like Nehemiah.
Okay.
What did I say? I said, "Let's get out of here."
I'm not talking to you, woman.
Oh.
And he looks over at Raystrom.
Voxel's going to show up and be like, "What are you doing?"
Kind of looks over at you. Doesn't look like you're anybody he recognizes.
Oh boy.
Raystrom's gonna use Mage Hand to tickle him on the back of the neck.
You know what? I'm gonna let you have this. Roll a. Let's just do a sleight of hand check as you try to maneuver your gestures.
Woo, 14!
14.
Yeah.
And he drops you. Stop it.
What's so
It's
funny?
funny
son?
because he's so big and he's ticklish.
D&D.
Vox is going to use that time to grab Kelnis and start pulling her out of the way.
And as you pull me, I'm gonna reach for Raystrom to pull him with us.
And I'm just gonna follow this wedding snake that's walking out of the.
So as you go, you look back, and he has now gained his composure, and you see that he has his arm wrapped around one of the legs of Ver. We're not done.
We We didn't mean to interrupt. We have somewhere to be.
He's still not done. You were the one who came and played to break the boards. You break the boards.
I am breaking the boards with my friend Verse.
No, you use your muscle.
Well, sir, it's not.
He does a big palm clap, and you see people like kind of scatter, and they quickly shove off all the broken boards and pull out one board and set it down. And he just points. You. Or is your woman going to do it for you?
You mean my friend?
I just wanted to go talk to Nehemiah. He was too much.
Let me just break some boards real quick. So, Rachel's gonna walk over. I will attempt to break the boards.
All right, roll an athletics check.
$17.
17? Oh yeah,
Yes.
You easily take your fist and slam through and snap through one of the boards. The crowd kind of politely cheers, but you can tell they're a little wary about getting on the taller gentleman's bad side. As he kind of looks over and immediately points, and they bring out 3 boards and stack them. And just smashes through them, and they all snap. The crowd itself goes silent, and they bring out 3 more boards and set them in front of you.
Are those for me?
He was going to whisper to Kelnis, I don't understand this game or how he's making money.
I don't either.
This is the part where you start backing away and we talk to your friend later.
Sounds good.
Should we take Ver with us?
I don't know. But I think we should go.
He's still holding on to Ver, so he has one hand on Ver, and he's smashing with the other hand.
Okay.
Step back.
Wait, but I also kind of want to see him win.
Raystrom win?
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Let me see. Can I use? Let me see. Is that an action? Can I use an action and a reaction?
Yes, it depends on what they are, though.
Well, I'm going to use my reaction to use Flash of Genius and add 4 to my roll. And then I'm going to burn a charge on my Armor of Strength to add another 4 to my roll.
Okay.
Is that doable?
Yes, it is.
So that would
you see, you see Raystrom toss his hair, and he looks over at where Ver is, and in that platinum chromey kind of finish, his reflection catches his eye, and you see him just kind of strengthen up, and then he makes his quick attack.
16.
With the 4 and the 4?
Yeah. I rolled poor.
Yeah. The first 2 crack, and then the third one starts to crack, but it doesn't make it all the way through, and you hear the crowd, ooh, as they come up. And the gentleman who was calling out for takers at the very beginning hops off his box, walks over, and grabs a purse off of your side and hands it to the larger gentleman. I'm so sorry, sir, but very good try. But I do agree, you were putting on a good show with your metal friend, but this is a contest for the champion of the people. Humanoids only.
My friend is very much a humanoid.
Well, you're welcome to try again if you want to pay another 5 gold. Or perhaps one of you would like to be a taker.
No, Raystrom, let's go.
Are you sure you don't want to give him what's for, Kelness?
Positive.
I mean, I'll stake you if it's a money thing.
Nah, we got bigger fish to fry.
Oh, what? You having a fish fry? Sorry, my Dakkar slipped out.
That's Dakkar. That's Dakkar.
Voxel's going to turn back from Nehemiah and just be like, well, that one didn't work. I thought Nehemiah was a little bit more popular around here. Oof.
The larger hulking guy does let go of Ver as Ver's will speeds off and he goes to your side.
Come on, buddy. You wanna give Kelness a hug?
No, just a hi.
Hi, I'm Ver. As you hear,
My God.
you hear Raystrom's voice come across.
Whoa. Raystrom, you were busy down in the south.
I mean, I spent a good amount of time upgrading him in Lakota.
Whoa.
Yeah, Marietta's shop gave me plenty of stuff to do some good upgrades.
Well, it's impressive.
Not like
It's I mean, Kelness, we need to go see Nehemiah, right?
Yeah, let's go.
How are you, Q?
Today, or just like in general?
I mean, both.
I'm
Hey,
here.
Ristrom, you should join us. We were gonna go talk to Nehemiah, and seeing as you guys have some catching up to do, clearly we can, like this is one of those things that I think is a big deal, but I don't really know. But you're definitely welcome and encouraged to, catch up with you while we venture that way. We can talk with Nehemiah and once we get an answer, walk and talk. Why not?
You find me at a disadvantage, sir. I do not know your name, and apparently you know mine.
Oh well, they said your name. That was it.
Oh well, that's quite some deductive skills.
The name's Voxel.
Raystrom Marlin, what are you doing at your service?
Oh, nice to meet you, Raystrom. I'm Voxel, and we're missing somebody. He apparently vanished, like literally in the thin air, and I thought it was, piss ale, and it turns out that people can disappear. So we're gonna ask Nehemiah for some help, and that way you can catch up with Q. You guys can talk, and make her cheeks rosy red. Let's go.
Vox.
What?
Sounds like a good
Come
time.
on, Vox. And I'm gonna grab like Vox's arm, like wrap around his elbow, and like start to lead him back towards the monastery. Come on, Ver, so I can leave Q and Raystrom to themselves.
Hmm? And they
Clear.
begin wheeling off.
Don't be so obvious, Vox.
Obvious about what? The fact that she likes him, or the fact that her cheeks get red, or the fact that he clearly likes her?
I know. Let it happen. Don't embarrass them more than they want to be embarrassed.
I was definitely letting it happen. That's why he was trying to get him to go. But look, we got to sort this whole thing out. Let's let them bugger about.
Shh, I want to listen.
Kelness told me my letter found you safe in Kalakesh, and since you did not write back, I'm assuming you handled that situation thoroughly by yourselves.
Yeah, your letter. I had that somewhere. It actually helped us out a few times actually. When people were asking us where we were going or if we knew anybody from the Badoon, just because it had your name on it. It helped us out quite a bit. So thank you for that.
It's
it helped all of us. Yeah.
Was able to pull some clout for you.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that letter.
What, were you able to find your your mother in good condition?
Yeah, she's still there in Kalakesh. Hopefully. I mean, the last time I saw her, she's still there. That's still where all that is, though. I mean, a lot has happened.
Like what?
I mean, God, I don't even.
You've seen how I've been spending my time.
I mean, we fought some undead, and then we went to the capital, and we met a werebear,
Oh.
and then we went to Braska.
Did you do any shopping in the capital?
Yes. Oh my! And I go off about how we went into the shop, and then as soon as they said that something was from the Badoon, I immediately got it, and it was the coolest glove I ever got.
It is cool stuff.
It was amazing.
Which glove did you get? Let me see them.
Well, I don't have it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, something happened, and I lost all my. I don't have anything.
Well,
So.
maybe you can describe them to me sometime, and maybe I can make you some.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay.
Did you shop at any House Brigadoon stores?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the one place we went to had stuff from the Badoon, but I don't think we went into any places that were specifically Brigadoon. But yeah, yeah. So I mean, how was Lakota?
I mean, Marietta is something. Like she was good with helping clear some of that nastiness that was there, and learned a few things about that sort of creature she summoned, and like learning some of that type of magic. A lot of time fixing up Ver, finding other sort of like useful materials there in Lakota that had been abandoned because of the carnage going on to upgrade him, and then tried some fancier things with the voice. Like, I hope it's not too vague, but I mean, I didn't have anyone else to record a voice for him, so I figured it would do for now. And
I mean, I think it was the right choice, and I mean, Ver looks great. You did a really good job. I mean, you're really talented. So
he's speechless.
You were equally as talented at what you do. Oh, did I freeze?
Yeah.
Got the gist.
You are equally as talented as I am at what you do. Like, I've seen you whoosh around the battlefield and
whoosh. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you stick around, you can see me whoosh some more.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing you whoosh some more.
I mean, like I said, if you stick around.
Well, talking to Kelnis earlier, she mentioned that I guess we're trying to see the same person. I figured Burrs and I would be breaking boards a little bit longer, but since that's over now, y'all are going to see Nehemiah?
Yeah, why do you need to see Nehemiah?
Well, I don't know if you remember when we were here last going into the mirror, but there was like some weird stuff down there in that mirror, and I've had this eerie feeling and like this voice in my head like since then that I'm hoping he can try and heal me of that ailment.
Are you going back in the mirror?
Oh, I hope not, but
okay. Yeah, because they just went back, or Kelnis just went back into the mirror, and they were gone for 40 days, and I was here just waiting for that long, and that was rough. And then they came back just today, and now Dakkar is gone, and then like he was gonna stop as soon as she says Dakkar is gone, and just kind of like starts tearing up and starts crying, and like.
Raystrom's gonna pull a handkerchief out of his armor. Like,
no.
You good?
No, I'm fine. She's gonna use like, her own scarf and like I just and she's gonna start walking faster and go up towards where Kelnis is.
Is your friend okay? As Nehemiah approaches behind you, Kelnis, and kind of gets between you and Voxel. Welcome back, by the way.
Hi. Thanks. We have a lot. Can we talk? Do you have time to talk to us?
Absolutely.
Did you see what happened to Dakkar?
Not sure. I take it that he did leave with Dr. Metrodario?
They literally vanished into thin air. Like, I mean, like he was saying something about a scroll. Said something about it was too much for him to handle, but it said something about the fact that he would just scrub his memory. Just that was it. And he said he wouldn't do it unless Dakkar came to the capital with him. But yeah, they just vanished.
I'm not certain about any scroll, but as soon as you returned, Lorenzo did make his way to my study and informed me of what had happened within the mirror. Very, very lucky of you all to make it back a second time for you, dear. But from what little I could glean, Dakkar was having flashes of information inside of his head, and they weren't all connecting. So the doctor did want to take him to see if he could retrieve any information. So I would imagine that's why they left. But as for a mind blink, I'm not quite sure. Unless
I think some of the misunderstanding is that the doctor doesn't know Dakkar like we do, and so he doesn't realize that. I don't think there were flashes of information. I think Dakkar had all that information. He's just not always good at explaining it. I think he's fine. I think he either was intentionally not sharing all the information, or like he said, he needed time for it to process and digest. And I think the doctor took that to mean that he didn't have a handle on all the information he got, but I think he did.
I can't say anything for sure. That'd be between Dakkar and the doctor.
How well do you trust him, Maya?
Say that again?
How well do you trust the doctor?
And I know him only by reputation from the capital. I have no reason to distrust him.
Fox, did he seem to go on his own will?
I mean, it was definitely an exchange of. It was definitely he was ready to go, but there was clearly you do this, you do that. Well, yeah, I mean that was basically it. It was just there was some sort of mutual agreement, but.
Did you hear why he said he would go to the capital?
The doctor said he needed information. He was insistent that they had to go right now. And then, Dakkar was saying as long as he could, forget what happened, that was it.
Nehemiah, do you think Dakkar needs us in the capital?
I'm not sure. Once again, that would be. I feel like he was your friend, wouldn't he? He would have left you a message or something if he needed you.
That makes sense.
Are you concerned?
I don't know. I just don't know if he needs help or if I don't know.
Does the capital happen to have one of those trees as well?
The doc said there were trees there. That was part of what was so interesting, was that, we thought they were so rare, but the doc made it seem as though, almost it was very unknown, but those chronophae trees could be all over the place in the capital because it was a sign of status and families would plant them, but it wasn't like, well, greatly advertised or known if all of those trees still lived, or but he didn't seem super surprised by, he just didn't seem to think they were as special as we did. I mean, I think he thought they were important, but not, it was very offhanded the way he mentioned that there were others in the capital, like it was no big deal.
What was the doctor looking for when we were all in the mirror? I mean, I was only able to catch, like, well, when you guys found me, but what was the doctor looking for? Did you ever catch a glimpse of that?
It was this, I think it was the same book that Dakkar, that came to Dakkar. But when you look for that information, you're not saying it out loud, you're thinking what it is. So I don't know what it was the doctor was thinking to bring down that book.
Nehemiah, do you think we could send a message to Dakkar from here?
I wouldn't see why not, if you know exactly who the recipient would be in the capital.
I think we could send it to
Wouldn't this doctor be the one with Dakkar? We could send it to him.
I mean, you're welcome to use our rookery if you need to send a letter from here, but I would be careful about who you speak to in the capital and what information you have, as you are still wanted by many organizations. I'd hate for you to put a target on you again.
that's what I'm worried about, Dakkar being in the capital. And
Could I send a letter from my house's sigil? If that would be helpful for you guys, that way your names wouldn't be attached to it.
that would be wonderful. Thank you, Raystrom.
Good idea.
How did he just disappear?
I mean, they literally just vanished. But
Was it like a poof, or was it like a whoosh?
Well, as the doctor is a court mage and a wizard, I'm pretty sure he probably has some skill in transmutation.
It was definitely a poof. It was just, I mean, like I was, just thinking, we were trying to buy some time, wait for you guys to show up, and then all of a sudden they just vanished and just left me there. Yeah. But he was being real secret.
Did he seem to do magic with his hands, or was this some sort of like drawing or inscription?
Could default to you on that one.
I wasn't there. I can't tell you.
No, I mean, like the DM, the all-knowing one. Because I was just standing there, like, I stepped out of the way, but like, was it a like?
If you weren't actively looking, I can say I'll let you roll an intelligence check, just to see if you remember something, or you can do an Arcana check if you want to see like what magical.
I'll do intelligence. Oh, nat 20.
I mean, it seemed like it took an instant. So you did see him reach under and grab the piece of chalk and bend down to the ground. And just as Dakkar didn't notice that there was already glyphs and sigils on the ground, it was something that was premeditated, as if he knew that it was going to happen, and he was just waiting on Dakkar to get there.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it wasn't just a proof. He did have chalk. That was it. He had like chalk, and there was like drawings on the ground. And so he was ready to go, and he was just like insistent. Oh, like we gotta go, and then told me to step out of the way, which actually makes perfect sense now that you think about it. So
it was probably some kind of transportation portal or spell, and he didn't want you getting caught up in it.
Well, which is odd because we were standing there. I mean, unless the doctor was really making an agenda to take, Dakkar all by himself.
I mean,
which, if that's the case, that does seem awful questionable.
All right. Well, I think we've established that Dakkar has left and that, I mean, he's just gone for right now. I don't know. That sucks.
Are you
I don't-
are you okay, Q?
No, but didn't you have something to ask Nehemiah too?
Oh well, yes. If your business with Nehemiah is done.
I mean, I don't see.
I think so. I think
We'll get a letter figured out and then we'll send it. But I don't know if there's anything else that we can do or ask for right now.
Yes, just let me know who I need to address it to, and then I will send it on its way. This doctor person.
Yeah. And Q's gonna kind of step out.
Kelnis will follow her.
You had a business for me, Raystrom?
Well, I had some questions. I've been spending my time since leaving the mirror with one of my friends down in Lakota, but none of her magic proved useful, and she suggested returning here. But when I was in the mirror, there was some sort of formless smoke that had been captured inside my friend Ver, and then I don't know if it got me somehow, but like since leaving here, there's been some weird dreams I've had and voices, and I was just wondering if you knew of a cure or would be able to aid me in ridding some voices from my head.
And you say these voices happened the first time you came out of the mirror.
Probably. I think that was the first time I remember hearing them.
This actually coincides with evidence that we had that the mirror had changed its engravings upon the outside. There were 4 names on it, and now only 2 reside on the framework. Perhaps you took along a passenger.
Well, which 2 are left?
He kind of grabs, or kind of squints his eyes. Osasynth and Drak.
Yes. The dragon that Q ran into was definitely there. And the other one I think was who the demon we ran into in the basement there was trying to release before we were able to thwart him from getting to the mirror.
What does that guy look like?
Which guy?
The demon guy.
I don't remember.
So I ran into a bloke down there that was, like it was like his face was melting off and like he was dripping and like he could
Can I put my hand to my chin and try and think?
Go ahead if you want to roll. Y'all may notice that I am no longer telling y'all everything. Y'all are going to have to keep your notes or get some good rolls.
I mean, I can go back and look through my notes. I don't think we want 15 minutes of me looking through my notes. So.
I have it written down on another piece of parchment.
I need to organize it better. What am I adding anything?
Just straight intelligence.
Well, I'm going to, as I'm thinking, have a flash of genius! And that's a 20.
Okay.
Not natural.
It is not the same description as Vox has described. This was a bulkier, demonic-looking creature. It did have a large wingspan, but they are not the same creature.
Does that help, Vox?
I think that was definitely a different guy. So, how many terrible things are down there? So, like, you saw a dragon. I saw the guy that would split. Dakkar found a dead woman in a whale.
Well, we saw something else that split too. I think it was a Kelnis. Don't tell her, but she accidentally like let it out. But it did the same thing. It was supposed to be Roz who created that dimension, but then upon us trying to leave, it did some weird split gooey black thing, and yeah, we had to battle it.
Yeah, he's not very nice. I did not like him.
Nobody down there was much nice except for the people I went with.
No, it was terrible.
You want to go again? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want to go back there.
No, very happily never go there. That's all given. So, what do we do now? I mean, Grayson, you want to try to send a letter, see if we can get a hold of him? Because it seemed like they just, I mean, you know, obviously the doctor was ready to go, but I mean, I was thinking, you know, if he made it seem like he was ready to have a whole group go, and we were waiting on, you know, like Kelmus and Hugh, and then they just vanished. So it makes me wonder if the doctor wasn't trying to get him alone, which would make a lot more sense now.
Possibly that, but possibly it would be easier if he's trying to keep it covert. It'd be easier for him to sneak one person into the capital than four.
Because, like, yeah, we went down to the pub over there when we were watching the fights, and he was talking to himself. And when I asked him what's up, he was just saying, "Oh, we got to find Q and Kelmus." And so I was like, "Aye," but he wouldn't tell me what was going on. So he could have been talking with the doc. But the question is, why wouldn't he say anything? There's a level of secrecy I don't like. Well, what you guys think?
We're not in the room.
Oh yeah, it's just me and sorry, it's just me and Rachel. So
And Nehemiah,
Yeah,
the three of you
cool.
are together.
Well, we can find the ladies and draft up the letter to send to the capital. Nehemiah.
sorry, you broke up on that one.
Say it again, Hovda.
I said, hopefully you have some words of wisdom for me, Nehemiah.
I mean, I'm still a little confused. You're hearing voices. Something might have latched onto you, and I'm not sure why you've come seeking me.
Well, since I got it here in the mirror, I was hoping and assuming, since you had banished it into the mirror at some point, that you could banish it into the mirror again.
My dear boy, we did not banish it into the mirror. We don't have that kind of power.
You're just keepers of the mirror?
Protectors, guardians. While we do traverse it, and it does grow our order, it was the Grey Sisters who first had possession of the mirror.
Oh.
If you're looking for a banishment, you're going to need the blessing of a Grey Sister.
Well, thankfully there's plenty of them around right now.
That is true. In fact, this might just be perfect if you and your friends are up to it.
I mean,
Well,
it may take some convincing, but I would gladly try and talk them into anything.
You see, every year at the Tournament of Books, after the new master is crowned, they are given, there's an opportunity given to the people. One champion to stand amongst the entire people, to survive 1 minute with a master. By doing so, you not only get yourself a rather large sum of money, but you also get one favor from a Grey Sister.
Per person or for the group?
For the individual who wins.
Oh.
Now,
So-
I can't guarantee you it's a long shot,
Mhm.
but if you're very worried about this, as you very well should be, if in fact there is a very, very dangerous deity living and residing within you, then by all means, move quickly, as I'm actually about to head over to the final match, which means you probably have an hour.
I will attempt to talk my friends into that then.
Move swiftly. As
Favor
the,
and some gold. No, that sounds like a win to me. I like favors and gold. So,
you'll need to earn 3 pendants to be able to be claimed as champion. A pendant of strength, a pendant of dexterity, and a pendant of wisdom. I would get moving.
I might go try and find
ladies
Go ahead, Vox.
let's go find the ladies.
As you begin to depart and catch up with the ladies.
I don't know what to do.
I'm going to say that you're probably just consoling Q.
No, that's what Kelnis said. I don't know what to do.
Sarah Paulson crying.
No, that's what Kelnis said to Q. I
Okay.
don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Me neither. I feel like we're starting from 1. Like there's nowhere to go from here. Like where do we go from here? Dakkar's in the capital. And he doesn't need us. If he needed us, he would have stayed.
But what if
So what do we do?
But what if he does need us and he went because he knew we would come find him?
I think if that were the case, he would not have gone. He would have waited.
I mean, we could go to the capital. We could go to Fairwind's Folly. We could go to the Zagat. We could go to Kalikesh. We could.
I mean, we've kind of been pushing off the Zagat. I think because we know how hard it'll be.
And I thought we'd be going with Dakkar.
I thought we would too. But I mean,
There is. I mean,
I worry about your mom in the Zagat. I worry about their turmoil. And I don't know. I feel like that's a problem we haven't fixed.
it's a big problem because the capital has their eye on the Zagat. Or that's what the doctor said, was that they know there's unrest in the Zagat, and if the Dragonborn can't handle it themselves or can't handle an uprising, then the capital will step in.
Well, maybe we can help a little. I don't know how, but
Yeah, we don't know what it's like there.
yeah. Well, the only way we're gonna find out is if we go.
So,
Oh,
Raystone's got this great idea.
I've got a big ask for y'all.
do you?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
A big.
I've got
Try that again.
Voxel's still drinking this thing, like, by the way. Like, it is like he's been carrying this thing around the entire time. Just like,
You broke the D. You broke the D.
finally. Exactly.
You got a big ask.
Exactly.
Maybe got ask.
Very good. That was better.
Cat sticker.
All that ass in your jeans.
So, not only will I write you a letter to the capital for your friend Dakkar, and I'll even help you guys out anywhere else you need for simply doing this little tournament of champion things with
You
me.
want us to be in the tournament
Well- No. There's some other thing gonna happen afterwards, but basically, there's a feat of strength, a feat of dexterity, and a feat of wisdom. And
Is it a group thing or is it an individual thing?
well, they're individual things, but Nehemiah was mum on how I got them, but he said if I had one of each, not only would I get gold, which I would gladly share with you, but I would get a favor from a Grey sister.
What?
And
We don't like the Grey Sisters.
well, I sort of need them. Like, remember when we were in the mirror?
Yes.
Mhm.
Like, apparently, like, one of those monsters stowed away in me.
I wasn't the only one. And I pat Raystrom on the shoulder.
No. I didn't take it out. It's inside me.
You took it out.
No, it's, well, I still have control over it. Like, for the most part.
So, but
You're on a roll today.
I have missed Raystrom.
Well, I think it'd be good, it'd be a good way for all of us to get some extra gold. We get a letter, to Dakkar, who, may or may not have been kidnapped against as well. I may have forgotten a little bit about that. It might be a good thing. And at that point, I'm going to use minor illusion to make it look like Q and Q and Raystrom are holding hands, but like behind like Raystrom's head, so he can't see it.
So cute. You see a small image floating in the air, and it's not a very detailed. It's almost like a Rembrandt kind of like mesh of colors, but you can tell it's this elven girl and this human man that's a little taller, and you see a little metallic figure behind, and they're holding hands, and the metallic figure is just doing this.
Does
Q's-
Verse see this?
Yeah.
Q's just gonna like give like squinty judgy eyes.
It's not that bad a deal. Like, what? Why
No,
the judgment?
it's a fine deal.
Oh, you
And you know what? I think I could use a little bit of a distraction right now, so I'm in.
okay. Can we write the letter first? Can we send the letter? Let me
Yes.
reword
Absolutely.
that.
Well, we would need to write it to be able to send it, but yes, absolutely. I think we would have time for that, assuming it's not a 3-hour letter.
No. To Torley Grata.
That was easy.
What do we want to say?
How are you? No.
How
So
are
I-
you doing?
For sake of time, I will let you write your letter and let me have it, and we'll add it too. But yeah,
Okay.
you quickly take down your letter. It takes a few minutes to get it and make your way to the rookery where you can actually send off a raven. And you have sent off your letter.
So what do we need to do now, Raystrom?
I would assume head back to the fairgrounds where Nehemiah said there would be the Masters Championship, which the monks are fighting in, and then these other feats are taking place.
Okay.
But yes,
So
I
Is it-
realize your unfondness of the Grey sisters, but Nehemiah thinks getting a favor from them would be the only thing to help me with my situation.
No, that's probably a good idea. Okay.
Okay.
So how do we get to these? How do we get these? The strength and the dexterity and the wisdom.
Well, when we were in the tent earlier, that's what they were saying. They were just calling people up to participate. So let's go back to that tent.
Okay.
So you make your way back to the board breaking tent?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Where it was where we heard them saying.
So that's where you met Ver and Raystrom. They were at the board breaking tent. As you go back there and you approach, now that you're searching for it, whoever's leading the way, roll a perception check.
I'll say, since I've kind of been here, I'll be leading. Ooh, 21.
Nice. So outside there is a large red banner. That's right. A large red banner that has a it's a white banner with a single red circle that kind of radiates from a darker hue to a lighter hue towards from the outside moving towards the center. And underneath that tent is where they have all the stones. And as you approach, that same callsman comes up and he says, "You're back again for more?"
Well, we're looking to be what is it called, Raystrom?
The
The
champions of strength and dexterity and wisdom.
Well, we've made it to the right spot for one of those three, as here we are testing the strength of an individual's prowess. Even the most skilled and least skilled of monks can easily snap through, it said, a single slate piece of stone. However, we're going to start small today. It's only 5 gold pieces for every person who'd like to try.
Okay, hang on. Let me check my.
No, Kelness. This is on me. You're doing it for me.
Okay.
Good sir, is my metallic companion allowed to compete?
As we talked about last time, humanoids only.
Burr, would you like to tell him you're a humanoid?
Why don't you know what? I have a better idea, Kelness.
So I'm volunteering. That's
Well,
what I meant, Raystrom.
I was gonna pay for both of you, but yes. Here's five gold pieces for my.
At which point,
Simmerish.
some of the patrons that are some of the workers there, they kind of usher you over to your own stall. It's not a competition against people. It's different people at different stations trying to break through. As you are given your first board, and just like before, it's one single slate board. Go ahead and roll your athletics check.
20, not nat.
Oh, yeah, without even, like, it's almost like you just push your hand on it, and you lean forward, and it just... And then a few people start gathering around, and then you hear them start calling out little bets of, like, how far you're going to get. They bring out 3 boards, and they set them up. Go ahead and roll me another one.
Go, Kelness!
9.
9. As you go and you hit your strike, it doesn't quite budge, but you're allowed one more shot. You get 2 swings on each one.
Okay, 26.
26. So you hit hard, or you kind of hit and you realize the boards on top of each other are giving enough structure where you're going to have to put some effort in. So you get your arms and you lift both hands up and slam down, and they all shatter in the middle and split as they topple off the 2 stone pillars. At which point crowds begin to cheer as this is one of the few people who've gotten this far. And that's when they bring out the stone slab.
Ooh.
And they set it in front of you.
You can do it, Brucey!
You can do it, Brucey! As folks gather around, they say, "We've not yet had a champion take the red, but..." I'm sorry, dear, what's your name?
Kelness Emmerich!
Kelness Emmerich might be the first, as she approaches, leading the Dragonborn clans into victory. In honor of Sakara, the fighter of the monks, she stands beside him, ever a clansman. Please, 2 attempts.
18.
18. As you go and you make your first slam, and you immediately feel your knuckles crack, and there's a pain that shoots forward through your arm, and the stone does not budge. Well, you do get one more try. Do make this careful, otherwise you do start over at the beginning.
You've got this, Kelnis.
12.
As you go to hit again, and it just does not go, and the crowd boos and hisses as they kind of, you see money getting passed around. I knew she couldn't do it. Dragonborns, and they kind of dissipate and the crowd moves away. And you just sit there and stare at this solid block of stone.
I'm sorry, Raystrom.
You want to give it another go?
Try again.
You think you can?
It's a carnival game. You can do it as many times as you want.
He said only twice.
No.
Yeah, start
Per
over.
round, yeah.
Two attempts. 2 attempts per break.
So it'd be another 5 gold to do it again.
It's up to you, Raystrom.
I mean,
Come on, Kelnis.
Come on, that was great. That was great.
I would like you to be a little bit more peppy about doing this.
I'm a little lost.
Q's gonna go up and as best she can, like hold Kelnis's head like between her hands and like look her in the eye and be like, you can do this. You have to do this. Come on, we're trying to help him.
Okay.
Like, do your like rev up thing where you get all pumped and then like start smashing.
You can do this.
Okay, pay the 5 gold.
Bard, play something upbeat. I need some BPMs.
The eye of the tiger.
As the band begins to kick off. 5 gold?
Yep.
All right, they bring out the boards. First board.
I've got 10 gold. 10 gold. Kellis Simmers breaks through this.
I'll take 10 gold on that.
Let's do this.
19.
19, it easily breaks.
Ah, thank you, sir.
They bring out the 3 boards.
Oof. You think 20 for this one, sir?
13.
13 doesn't go. I'll take 20 on that.
Let's do this.
One more try. One more try.
26.
Yeah, you snap through that. Once again, the crowds come back in and they bring back the stone slab and set it in front of you.
Stone ain't shit. Stone ain't shit.
It doesn't matter if I go into a rage, does it?
You can go into a rage if you want.
But it doesn't like help me. I'm gonna go into rage. I want to think about how Dakkar is gone and I'm totally lost and don't know what to do anymore. But there's this stupid stone slab in front of me that I'm supposed to break, and I still don't totally understand how this is gonna work.
All right, you go into your rage and you feel that huff of smoky air comes out of the nostrils, and you just get angry and you feel the adrenaline rush. Go ahead and roll. This is an athletics check, so you should have advantage on it.
Because you went into a rage, can you hit it with lightning to weaken it?
Oh my God! Can I use my no? Because I'm thunder right now. I'm not C.
Yeah, she didn't.
Don't heal it.
Damn it.
Yeah, you heal the 3 boards go. Yeah, you can't. You can give your friends temporary hit points.
Y'all feel a little better.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you do have advantage on this. It's okay.
Okay. $22.
22. As you go and you feel that rage, and you can just see in the indentions of the natural coloration of the rock, it just kind of looks like Dakkar Mokoa for a brief instant. And that's when you just go forward and you slam through, and it just pulverizes down the middle, and the whole stone column, the left-hand side topples down as well, and the crowds go silent before an eruption of noise goes off, and you hear the band just start picking up even louder, and then a furious, the furious proprietor there just kind of takes the bag of money that he was holding and just throws it down over to Dakkar, or not Dakkar's, to Raystrom's feet, as you now have your full pot that you bet on. He kind of walks over to you, reaches into his bag, and he pulls out a red disc and just kind of slams it to your chest. It was lucky. But I guarantee you it won't be better with my brothers.
Where are they?
It's for you to find out, not for me to tell you. Step aside, we have more. How about you? 5 gold for you to try.
I want to grab one of the like pieces of the slab and just put it in my bag with me. A little piece, memento. Yeah, the one big.
I'm gonna take this.
Dorothea's gonna make the cutest
Because I
doll
can.
with this.
It's a dollhouse of stone. Yeah, you're able to take it, and you now have the red pendant of strength.
Kill the Simmerish! That was amazing!
It was amazing.
Well, thank you for your encouragement. I couldn't have done it without your encouragement. But stop yelling my name. We're wanted.
You wanted?
You were amazing.
Yes. Be proud of who you are.
I wasn't that great.
You got the pendant. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
So now we just need 2 more, right?
Yep. So I guess another tent. All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
go.
just go to the next tent.
So you're just gonna search every tent?
I want to.
Can we look and see if there's another tent that has like a similar white banner with like
A colored emblem on it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I will take that roll.
Okay.
9?
9? You're wandering a little bit, and as you're wandering and you're just not finding any crowds or seeing any banners, you do hear a loud voice come up, and you hear that bolstered sound announcing that the finals will begin in 20 minutes.
We gotta find it.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoever's going to search next.
if that banner was white. with
Investigation
the-
or
Investigation as you're looking, because you're specifically looking for this banner.
10?
A 10?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of tents here.
Does anyone know where the competition tents are?
I'm really tall. I would like to look for the banner.
Go ahead. You've now getting pretty close to the start of the final battle.
12.
12. Okay. Eventually, you do run into this tent. It's not as large. However, there is a white banner dangling, and this time inside is a blue diamond. And as you approach, there is an identical match to the collar that was in the other tent. And he's saying, you see him giving this speech to this large crowd. You too, for 5 gold, can come through. Show us that you have the eye and the greatest judge of character. Are you wise enough to find the imposter?
It's not me. I'm not wise. Somebody else is gonna have to take this one.
We'll give it a shot. Why not?
Very good, sir. Come up. It is only 5 gold to play.
I've got you covered, Voxel.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, there are 3 rounds, sir, but if you win the grand prize, you take the blue diamond of wisdom. As he kind of pulls you forward into this small little roped arena where the rest of you gather around, and there are 3 women, identically dressed, identical, they're all triplets. And you see them kind of walk by, and they open their hands to you, and they kind of giggle, and inside of their hands, one of them has a blue diamond, and you see them close their hand, and then they begin to dance. And as they dance, they begin slowly weaving through and kind of doing this figure 8 pattern around each other as they make this kind of swirled, almost triquestrian figure. And then you see every now and then 2 hands kind of slide by each other. As you can now tell as they're dancing, they could or could not be passing that blue diamond. At which point the dance music comes to a halt, and they freeze and they bow, and then they put their hands forward. By all means, please, where is the diamond? As you kind of walk forward and you do your inspections, I want you to roll a wisdom check. So you can do an investigation check, or you can do a perception check.
Investigation. Nope. It's a 6.
6. As you go and you immediately, you're absolutely sure you saw where it went. And you tap on one hand and she opens up and there's no diamond. And the crowd begins to clap as they take their bow and they return to their positions. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir, but better luck next time.
He doesn't get a second try at this one?
If you want to pay out 5 more gold.
Oh. Let me give this a go, Vox, if you don't mind.
By all means.
I've seen it done once now.
As the dancers once again continue and they begin to do their dance. As it comes to a close, go ahead and roll me either investigation or perception.
12.
12. You begin walking over to the central woman, and as you go, there's just this gut instinct that they probably passed it that last round, and you reach over to the right and tap, and as she opens up, you found the blue diamond. The crowded sense begins to applaud, and it says, good and very well. However, this was a very easy round. Ladies, and he kind of claps his hand, and you see all 3 dancers begin to kind of shift and shimmer, and then they each split into a duplicate. And there are now 6. And they begin to dance, as it is now a larger dance, and you have more of a harder time looking through this kind of swiveling. Yeah, it's the hardest cup game you've ever seen as they're going in and out. Go ahead and roll. Again, it can be perception or investigation.
12 again.
Unfortunately, this time, you are completely baffled as to where it could be. So I'd like you to roll a percentile die. You need to get higher than a 90.
Oh, damn.
80!
Unfortunately, you could not find it, and you are down 5 gold.
I mean, I would like to try.
All right, go for it.
That'd be 5 more gold.
Here you go, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
So for that first round, they shift back into each other. Go ahead and roll.
21.
Easily, like the moment the dance stops, they go to bow, and you just grab her hand and pull it open, and there's this almost fear.
Woo! Oh. Cal missed it. Woo!
That was impressive. Good job,
She kind of pulls her hand back, and there's this almost look of anger as they begin shifting apart, and they start dancing furiously and fast. Go ahead and roll again.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of lose sight for a moment, and then every now and then you see a peeking blue sliver out of someone's hand. You think you know where the area is. Go ahead and roll your percentile. You need to get higher than a 50.
Hold on. Where's the other one? There we go. 54.
As your heart begins beating, and there's a moment where you're like, I have to do this. I don't know why Racer needs it, but I got to do it. And you just close your eyes and grab someone's hand, and you hear, shit! And then she opens up her hand, and the crowd just goes crazy.
Oh.
At which point you see them, and they kind of look at each other, and one of them steps forward, the one who you grabbed at first, and you see her eyes kind of go a little bit black, and then she slaps her hand, and then the whole area around you begins to turn into a dark, kind of shadow-filled void, as you now have to find them in a dim lit area. This is going to be the hardest one.
Okay.
You said a dim lit area? Can
Yes, you can.
Voxel's going to use his ability to see in the dark, and then just kind of like with his hands over his face, just I guess
I
like
need it! I don't think I need
would this
it!
consider like as advantage? Just like if he he's going to look for what he suspects, and then he'll just try to use message to like let her know.
All right, Kat, what did you roll?
Nat 20!
Yeah.
So You see the orb take over, and right away, Voxel just puts his hand up and begins casting message as he's looking through, and he's like trying to spout out clues, and he's like, it's going to the left, it's on the third person on the right, 6 o'clock, and like he's trying to give out information, and the whole time, Q is just following, like just trying her best, and she's seeing there, and then finally she sees a glimmer of it, and she just holds on to it, and as soon as the dance music stops, Vox is like, it's in the third, and she like, you almost tackle the girl and pick her up, and then it fades, and all of the people are staring as you're holding on, and all the duplicates have now disappeared. And she kind of pushes you down, eyes you up, takes the blue diamond, and then just hands it over to you. Not bad, girl.
Well done, Q.
So as you take the diamond actually, there is a small little slit that it kind of slides into the red orb, and it actually sits into that pendant, that red pendant.
Okay. Good
I
job,
won
Q.
the teddy bear.
The giant teddy bear.
I wanted the SpongeBob.
Well, just one left, right?
Dexterity. I thought dexterity would have been yours, Q.
Oh, and that's what I was waiting for. I mean,
Yes, yes.
Way to go.
Good sir, do you know where the dexterity tint is?
So sorry, that's part of the fun.
Let's
But
go
I'd
out.
hurry, because just by the look of the sun, time's almost done.
I'm already out of the tent looking for a white banner with some shape on it that's not red or blue.
All right, go ahead and roll your investigation check.
There's something in my eye.
The sun. The moment he said the sun's almost in the right spot, you're looking right at the sun. And then as you look, all you see is that circle of sunlight traveling with you everywhere.
I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. Somebody else has to look.
hell miss.
At which point you do hear the announcement, and you hear that gong ring as the battle has begun and the finals have started. Sikara is fighting somebody.
Okay, I'm gonna look. 15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
It takes you a little bit of time to kind of dodge and weave as you work your way around the main fighting area, and you do see in the corner another tent, white banner, with a yellow crown.
There.
This must be it.
Let's go. We gotta hurry.
So as you go, you see a whole bunch of individuals standing against a large propped up wall, and there are various people who are juggling different items. And then every now and then, as they're juggling and you see this kind of dance to the music, one of them will turn and take the item and throw it at the wall. And you see everybody kind of scatter, and then one just gets pelted on the side as this color beanbag just like erupts, and this spray of color coats the face, and he's knocked out of the game.
Oh.
I can do this.
You're on a roll.
And I step up.
Okay, so you're going up.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be 5 gold pieces if you're going to join in.
Oh,
Is there everybody going at once?
Oh, yes. It progressively gets harder.
someone come with me.
This seems like a good first date.
Well, let's see how it goes.
Anybody else? Trying the same wish, Voxel?
No, we don't need a wheel. You two do it.
Well,
Oh, nuts.
if there's 4 of you, it's 4 wheels. And Ver's here. I'm always rolling with my third wheel.
Priestrom, we don't have time.
Okay.
We haven't the time for banter.
No small talk. Let's just get to it.
That is the first date of first dates. We can't talk. We just got to do it.
Just jump the hurdle.
All right. So 2 of you are going in.
Yes.
So mark off 10 more gold pieces.
Oh, do we get a purse for the last one?
No.
Okay.
You only got a purse for the first one because you started gambling with people.
Ah.
All right, so you're going in, the 2 of you, that's 10 gold pieces knocked off. As you go against the wall and you are like pressed in with about 6 other people, you have to stay within the confines of the boundaries, so you can't leave the wall, and you have to have your hand on the wall at all times. So you're trying to maneuver around people and get them out of the way as you see the jugglers begin to take off, as they are holding on to those colored beanbags, and you see them just tossing them, and there's small spurts of purple and yellow. It's a fun run. It's color everywhere. And then every now and then they turn, and the first one comes, and they both throw, and you see 2 beanbags coming your way. Go ahead and roll. This is going to be an acrobatics check.
So, can I cast Sanctuary on myself?
Okay. When are you casting Sanctuary?
If I'm allowed to, I'm going to cast it like as we start like the contest.
Okay. If you did it beforehand, then yes, because if you're trying to do it as they're throwing, you can't reaction a
No,
Sanctuary.
yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, like
So-
if I could physically cast it, yes. Like,
Okay, so as you walk up, yeah, they come at you, but hold on. What's your save?
no, they have to. They have to make a Wisdom save. Oh, I just lost it. Where's that? 15.
Okay, they rolled a natural 19, so it's coming your way. So go ahead and what's your ace? Actually, I get to roll first to see if it hits your AC, and then you get your dexterity check to see if the powder gets on you. If any powder gets on you, you're out.
Oh, okay.
So first one, that is going to be a 15 to hit. All right, as you miss, it does peg a couple other people. They begin juggling. The second one comes. That is going to miss as well. They begin juggling again. Third one comes. Oh gosh, I rolled a 1 and a 2. So the first round, you see these beanbags flying and pelting, and they take out 2 of the different competitors that are there as they get pulled off, and they're just cursing up a storm. And there's a couple moments where you catch yourself both palm to palm on the woodwork and just facing each other.
How you doing?
Well, you're gonna have to be quicker than that.
At which
I
point,
think-
there is a small cymbal noise, and then you see the jugglers walk out as 2 female jugglers come forward, and you see them carry, it almost looks like a lawn dart. It's these extended throwing darts that they begin juggling themselves, and they are now going to be throwing darts at you. These will do damage if they hit you. So, first one. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Mhm.
Right. So if you did it hit, what's your AC, Raystrom?
Oh yeah, it gets me too. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so both of you can roll an acrobatics check.
Well, do they have to make the Wisdom save on whether or not they can throw at me?
Oh, it's new people, yeah.
Yeah.
It is going to go through you as well. Yeah.
You said acrobatics, right?
Yes.
17.
17. So as it is definitely coming your way, you're able to quickly dodge out of the way and kind of roll, and it barely grazes, and you can feel your hair move, but it does not make contact. Raystrom?
I was supposed to brush the hair out of her eye. That one.
So as it goes, you see it in slow-mo, and no cue, and it just jams into your hand, and you just have a dart sticking out of your hand.
Q's just gonna giggle.
As they walk you off, and you are
Do I get to
eliminated.
keep this?
Well, the juggler comes up and pulls it out. All right, Q, you're in, and there's only 3 people, you and 2 others.
Okay.
You still have
Can I
another
cast
round.
Sanctuary on Q?
You should be able to.
30 feet?
30 feet?
Yeah.
You can do that. Do a sleight of hand, though, because you might be seen.
21.
Oh, yeah, no one
Nice.
saw you. No one saw you. You blend in the crowd and quickly kind of mutter and do your little casting. Q, you have no idea. Yeah. All right, the first one, that is going to be a miss. Second one, I believe a 15 is a miss as well.
It is a miss.
Yeah. As it knocks out the other 2 competitors, and it's just you. The cymbal rings, and those 2 jugglers leave, and then you see 3 archers come out, and they prepare and notch their bow and arrows. They are not with a fine tip, however, they are color-coded. So if the color gets you, you're out.
Those
Right.
gloves would really come in handy right now.
So you have 3 arrows, 3 barrages of arrows coming your way.
Okay.
First one, they fire. That is going to be a 16.
That'll hit.
Do they have
but-
to make a wisdom save?
That's 2 times tonight, man. 2
Okay.
times.
So, so Q, you see this kind of like Disney's Robin Hood version of like where the 3 little archers come in and they all get up together and they pull, and there's a moment of just like, what the hell did I get myself into? How is this guy worth it? And then they knock and let loose, and then they just start flying your way, and you just in a panic don't want to go anywhere, and you kind of curl up, and then there's a moment where they just go and they don't hit you, they just go to the sides. And you stop, and the whole crowd's like, huh? As you just kind of look around, shrug your shoulders, and you hold onto the wall. All right, second round. They have to roll again. What was the save again?
15? Wisdom?
15? They're going to pass this one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Second attack.
Oh.
15, so it's not going to hit.
Mm-mm.
Final attack. 16.
Okay.
That hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your acrobatics check. This is a very high one.
I'm just going to do it now. I'm going to use my reaction to Flash of Genius Q. I don't care what
Okay.
she rolls.
So, well, no, you have to, so Flash of Genius, you have to do it before the number's called.
Oh, reaction would be
Yeah.
before?
Yeah, so whenever she has to roll something, before she tells me what it's called, you have to say, I flash my genius. So it's good that you said it now.
Okay.
So how do you flash your genius at her?
Oh God.
Oh God.
What would be more?
I will flash my genius by I'm gonna create a little firebolt in my hand and like using Ver's new shiny exterior, like try and angle the light so it's like boom in their eyes. Like who's ever gonna be shooting at Q?
Well, your flash of genius, you're inspiring her basically. So how are you
Oh.
inspiring Q?
Then I'm gonna just use my reflection in Ver for Q to see.
So there's a moment where you hear "Arr," as Ver like extends up and you see his legs growing just a little bit and he's towering above. And then there's this weird, you're not sure how the mechanics work, but there's an image of Dakkar on his chest. And
Race
he's just, I keep saying that, Raystrom on his chest as he's staring off. And you hear like subtle music playing in the background. As it's almost like Raystrom has created the first like moving picture. And you just hear the noise of like the anthem playing as you get to see him. And you have 4 added to whatever you roll.
Straight 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. It's my lucky die too. Okay. Okay. 23.
I mean, what?
23.
You needed a 22 to succeed.
Oh,
So,
oh.
as you see it and you hear the music and you're like, it's that what was the Firefly movie?
Serenity?
Yeah, Serenity.
Yeah.
It's that Serenity moment where she's like, I'm gonna fucking live, and like, and you just like flip over, holding onto the wall still, and the arrows just go through, and the crowd just loses it. What do you do?
I look at the reflection and I laugh because it's ridiculous. And then I look at Raystrom and I feel like I kind of like just smile and smirk before just like starting to cheer myself because I'm just so excited that we as a group did it.
As the gentleman walks forward and he hands you another pendant that is shaped like a yellow crown, And once again, it affixes itself into the red orb from the bottom. So now you have this crown that holds a red kind of curved orb, and then on top of it is the diamond. And it now looks like a more regal crown. You have the 3 parts you need, and he hands it to you. He says, congratulations, as you may very well be the champion of the people, if you can make it in time. Good luck.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
As you begin darting forward and racing, you hear the crowds going, and by the time you make it into the gated arena, you push through to the sand pit. At the exact moment that you see Nehemiah holding on to Sakara's hand and raising it up into the air as they all begin cheering for the newest master. You see the other masters descend in the 3 corners, coming towards the central part where Nehemiah holds on to, and you see Karal, the half-orc from the first time you ventured to Salam Kadun. You see the halfling Malola, and then you see the bandaged and wrapped up Susk as they approach and they bow, and then they present him with this nicely folded pair of ceremonial robes. At which point Nehemiah says, and as is standard, to those who gather, the people, the free people of our wonderful, wonderful nation, do you have before you a champion?
Maestrom, go.
Right here.
At which point Nehemiah kind of looks over, and you see him kind of beckon you over, cutting it kind of close, aren't we?
I mean, you just recently imparted this wisdom on me, so I feel like we did it quite efficiently.
Well, you're not done yet. You have the honor of choosing who your opponent would be. Will you be taking on Malola, head of the Solaires? As you hear a whole bunch of monks in the corner who are dressed in these fine green robes begin chanting and stomping on the ground. He kind of puts a hand up and they silence. Or do you take on the leader of the Tendrils, Master Susk? And you see a group of black covered robes that stand up and they kind of bow quietly. Or will it be Master Karal of the Elementaria? And you see a whole bunch of red draped and orange adorned monks who kind of stand and put their hand high in the air, and you can just see out of their hand a fire erupt for a moment and then fall down. Or will you be taking on our newest recruit, Master Sakara? And then the whole crowd begins cheering. Who shall it be?
I'm sorry, looking over the group like, who should I pick?
They're all doing like the Price is Right, yelling at you.
$1!
Pick number 3, my lord.
But I think it's this. Pick number 3, my lord.
Yes, pick number 3, my lord. I'm so watching that movie. So,
That's crying.
Raystrom, who's it going to be?
I would say, since he is probably the most loose, our esteemed newest grandmaster, Sakara.
And who will be your champion?
I thought it was you.
Who am I allowed to pick, Nehemiah?
Your choice. You have the honor of representing the people. Do you fight for the people, or do you have a worthy warrior who will fight for you?
House Brigadoon will fight for the people. I will take on this challenge.
As he turns quickly to the people and you hear his voice again. House Brigadoon will take on the challenge, fighting our newest initiate, Master Sakara. If he can last for 1 minute without passing out or falling unconscious, he'll be given the blessing of our dear lady in gray. At which point you see in the far corner, standing up in one of the seats, tall and proud, is a Jocelyn Reese, who then sits down and she kind of waves because she does not recognize you. And that's what we're going to pick up to next time. So next time we play, we will start off with the tournament battle of the People's Champion, based from Arlen Brigadoon, versus our newest monk warrior, Sikara. And then we'll see how that blessing goes under Our Lady Jocelyn Reese.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad I didn't pick one of y'all.
I know.